At the dawn of the Meiji period, when Japan was experiencing a wave of modernization, the renown of Yatsushiro's masons resounded throughout the country as far as Tokyo. The exceptional techniques passed down from generation to generation in Yatsushiro would form the backbone of Japan's modernization. This is something that does not lose its value over time, an ideal that is pursued without being swept away. Yatsushiro still retains the trajectory of superior craftsmanship, the numerous legacies it has amassed, and the cultural climate it has cultivated. The sentiments of masons that have been kept alive each generation it has cultivated. What has a will continues to exist beyond time. Yatsushiro, the hometown of masons. The people of Yatsushiro developed their town by leveraging the local environment, which is dotted with geological formations that produce high-quality limestone and tuff, resulting from the volcanic activities of Mount Aso, and by utilizing the stone materials mined in the area since ancient times. The array of stone structures that still exist in Yatsushiro, such as the stone walls of Mugishima Castle and Yatsushiro Castle, as well as the reclaimed sluiceways and levees, terraced rice fields, and arched bridges, attest to the fact that the cultural climate of the hometown of masons, which has produced many master masons, has been nurtured and developed over time. Today, the vast and fruitful Yatsushiro Plains form one of Kumamoto Prefecture's leading agricultural zones. But before the land was reclaimed, the area was deemed the poorest land in Kumamoto because of its marshes and tidal flats unsuitable for agriculture. Therefore, in order to enrich people's lives in the coastal areas of the Yatsushiro Sea, large-scale land reclamation projects were repeatedly conducted from the Edo period into the early Showa period. About 2/3 of present-day Yatsushiro Plain was created by the efforts of its workers. A huge number of people were mobilized for these reclamation projects. The masons were responsible for quarrying, transporting, and processing the stone, using skills honed through years of experience. The masons took part in a wide range of reclamation projects, including the construction of sluiceways such as the robust Ozaya Himon and the Gunchi Kushinchi Kogo Himon, tidal levees that separated the reclaimed land from the sea, irrigation canals that enriched the reclaimed land, and various bridges, overseeing this work as an enduring body of experts. Notably, the Masons played a remarkable role in the Yonhyakucho Shinchi Land Reclamation Project, conducted between 1818 and 1819, and the Nanahyakucho Shinchi in 1821. They contributed not only to the success of the reclamation projects, but also to the proliferation of land reclamation technology introduced from the Bizen area. There was a man named Sangoro among the masons of that time. He contributed greatly to the success of the Nanahyakucho Shinchi development as the general director, supervising many teams of masons. Sangoro was highly praised for his achievements and was permitted as a special exception to use Iwanaga as his family name. it was extremely rare at the time that a craftsman was allowed a surname, no matter how great their contributions. Later, his fame reached the ears of statesmen throughout Japan, and the Satsuma clan invited him to build large arched bridges, further expanding the range of his work. Nameless stoneworkers honed their skills through large-scale reclamation projects and left their marks on history as master masons. The techniques for building Megane bridges were allegedly introduced to Nagasaki from China and the Netherlands, or it is possible that local masons took inspiration from the magnificent arches of the naturally formed Mount Shiragatake Natural Stone Bridge and developed the art of bridge building through repeated trial and error. These techniques have been passed down through the generations in Yatsushiro, centering on the mountainous Taneyama area where many masons lived. The local residents of Yatsushiro financed the construction of Megane bridges and built them on their own initiative from the end of the Edo period to the beginning of the Showa period. More than 90 Megane bridges were built, ranging from smaller ones, such as the Kajiyabashi Bridge, which spanned a stream less than 5 meters in width, to large constructions such as the Kasamatsubashi Bridge, built for a river exceeding 20 meters in width. The masons poured their souls, sometimes risking their lives, into building these bridges of various sizes. They have withstood wind, snow, and heavy rain, and are still regarded fondly by the locals as eternal and enduring bridges, endowed with elegance and strength. Even today, 46 Megane bridges still play a part in the lives of the Yatsushiro people. These bridges not only show the high technical prowess of the masons, but also provide evidence of their long history of involvement in this region from the Edo to the Showa periods. Many of the Megane bridges built in Yatsushiro use carefully processed stone for the arches, which greatly affect the strength of the bridge, while readily available fieldstone was used for the wall stones, thus emphasizing practicality and making the bridge both as durable and cost-effective as possible. As they labored in Yatsushiro, the masons honed not only their skill at processing stone, but also their management techniques, which enabled them to create detailed designs that met their clients' needs, secure human resources and raw materials by making full use of their personal connections, and manage funds. Hence, they grew to become Japan's premier group of craftsmen. Following the Meiji period, as the demand for buildings resistant to storm and flood damage increased, the skills of the excellent masons represented by Hashimoto Kangoro grew in demand in many places, and their focus expanded to the whole of Japan, sustaining the country's modernization. It is said that Yatsushiro masons were involved in building many of Japan's 2,000-plus Megane bridges in the past, and their renown spread throughout the country due to this. Having produced dozens of master masons, Yatsushiro has come to be known as the hometown of masons. The land reclamation projects, very successful thanks to the masons, brought not only vast and fruitful plains, but also a diverse and highly unique culture to Yatsushiro, alongside settlers who migrated there from various parts of Japan. The reclaimed plains not only provide farmland for various crops, including the largest yield of rush grass in Japan, but also traditional performing arts such as Ozaya Bushi, a folk song that recalls the toils of construction, female sumo wrestling, and bo odori dancing, which are still passed down today. Their distinct and original culture continues to infuse the town with life. In addition to the Megane Bridges, the mountainous region where the Masons used to live still retains twisted stone lanterns that offer a glimpse into the Masons' advanced skills and playful spirit, stunning stone terraced rice fields covering the mountain's surface, and individually layered stone walls, all of which evoke the mood of a hometown of Masons. In Yatsushiro, a number of stone structures, such as reclaimed sluiceways and Megane bridges, have taken root in the community and continue to be carefully maintained through the generations, long after they were built. The history of the Masons, who laid the foundations for modernizing Japan, along with their thoughts and feelings, have been imparted to the present. They serve as a bridge transcending the ages, enticing new visitors to the hometown of Masons.